Yo, what up? It's your boy. Um, Fuck, man. It took me a while to put this up. But here it is. This is a Coax build that I've been working on um, for the last couple months now. It's been interesting to say the least. Coax is it's very interesting. It's slow. Coax is super slow. Um, we set up across the way. Um, got my truck right there. Got this dude. This is the old timer. I mean, I knew coax and stuff like that already. You see how he has like I don't know. I want to say like what, almost 3 feet there. Um, you have to set these up like 50 feet apart or so, 70 feet apart. It just depends how much belly you want to give them. I haven't found anybody doing any kind of videos of coax. A lot of people say coax is dying. You know what I mean? It's nobody likes doing it. That's why I got this project. I didn't want to go do it either because I was like, bro, I remember this shit. I was getting paid like 22 cents or something like that to do it when I first came to Texas. But I was like, dude, this is a good skill to have just in case I something comes up, you know. And lo and behold, everybody was super dead slow, nothing going on for a while, and I was slow too. Like it just stopped. A bunch of the money stopped. The government stopped the money, and everybody and fiber was dead in the water. AT&T, the company I was working for, like it just completely stopped. And we were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know. And then, so I found this project because nobody wanted to take it on. 4 or 5 contractors have been on this project. It's a lot of miles. I'm talking about new build, just miles upon miles of just coax. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope for me to be able to get this. I got this cable placer. You already know what it is. AP40. You feel me? Ford 650. It's a little, what do you call it? I mean, I don't know, man. It's just slow. It's a slow, but the thing has a lot of pulling power. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I love this truck. It's gave me a lot of issues here and there. You know, it's just you need maintenance on these big trucks, but it's perfect for this job. Like this job, dude, this thing is just a bull. This like kicks fucking ass. You see these angles, bro? You see these angles? I'm trying to bring you guys. Look at these points of view. That's me, the one and only. Um, but yeah, man. Like I'm just like, yeah. I'm super grateful that even though I didn't make any money, I didn't make any money. When I first came to Texas, like 22 cents a foot. I think I was getting paid to put this up, so it was nothing. Now we're making better money. So that's why I want to put this out there, like the coax game. Like if you know it, I think your company be more valuable. I know how to do all kinds of fiber, like the fiber. I mean, fuck, man. I mean, you can teach a monkey. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to do it right, you still have to, be good at it. But there's nothing compared to this. And one of the reasons I never wanted to do this was because it doesn't pay well, you know. But this pays decently, so that's why I took it on. You know, I put this big truck out there, and then I have a little truck. I have a little truck as well out there. So we've just been rocking and rolling. I think this is my first section of the job that I got done. I'm already finishing up another section, but it's been, yeah, interesting. But no, this guy up there you have seen the bucket. He's a lineman, old school dude. We parted ways, but the dude like showed me all his tricks and all that stuff. and I think I paid him pretty fairly. I gave him like $30 an hour at the in the end, plus some bonuses here and there, and just try to give him as much as I could, because I had to invest a bunch of money. Like I think I was like a month and a week out for my first check, so I had to have payroll and all that stuff. You know, but anyways, we parted ways. But very grateful to this person. He dude passed on. He passed on like a lot of stuff, so which is much appreciated. Um, but in any case, Coax. This is a single 875 is what they call it. This is the diameter of the cable. It's thick. It's a thick boy. It's thick and it's very fragile. It's very touchy. You can't let it go back because, as you saw, we were pulling it. We were pulling it with a little, it's a little cart that you put on it. That the only thing it's that it's able to do is go forward. It does not go backward. You can make it go backward, um, if you mangle it and pull it back, and it'll ruin the cable. So this is why we on heavy things like that, and anything that we're thinking that we're gonna have to go back and forth, back and forth. Like in this situation, you put the cart on it. You know what I mean? You put it's called a jig. It's what they call it, from what I understand. So, anyways, that's the first things first, a jig, and then the coax itself. It spins. It'll spin. So you have to put a sock. Basically, is what it's call it, a Chinese sock or a pulling sock, but it has to have a swivel in the actual on the sock. So it's able to rotate. It's able to spin, so you don't put no memory in the cable. It's super touchy, man. But once you get it down, like it's like anything, like you make it do what it do. As far as like just getting it up there. But this is why, like, I'm the only contractor that's been like willing to do this work. Everybody else is like, fuck this. Like, it's too slow. We want that fiber, that fiber. But hey, man, like, especially me, I'm a small company. Like I gotta make it work. It's hard work, but it's paying the bills, and my investment's paying off. So I kind of want to just, whoever doesn't know how to do this out there, the young guys that thinking they're like, oh, fuck Coax, or they don't even know about Coax. If you're a small time contractor like me, hey man, you have to know this. I just feel like you have to know this. The other step was for me to learn how to splice Coax, but dude, I'm so busy. Like the days off that I have, I'm already doing other stuff. So I'm just like, that was too much to take on. You know what I mean? But definitely something I need to learn, to splice coax. But that's like for another time. This old man knew how to do it all because he's been in the game. You know what I mean? But work will never stop for him. He always have work, and even if he has to travel, like the dude will always have work. So it's a great skill to learn because this coax stuff ain't going away. I mean, we're lighting up a whole town with this stuff. This whole town is getting coax because they didn't have nothing. They had phone. Nobody has that phone on. You know what I mean? Maybe some old people will have that phone, but everybody I talk to, they're like, "Nah, bro, we don't have no phone line. We don't have none of that stuff, bro." Like they're super excited to even get a line in, to this situation. But anyways, so this is the setup we have. We have a truck, especially in this situation right here because we're going into a corner. So we're going into a corner, and so we have to be able to just we have to be able to pull it, dude. This shit is heavy, bro. This stuff right here, you cannot pull it, like, bro. Like you could try to pull it with the truck. It's doable. I've done it because now I'm down to like two people, just me and the ground hand, and I'll do it. But this is the best. Like you put a cable. You put that jig on, and you could pull it with a truck. You have to be careful though. I seen this done, maybe never, you know, but it's so heavy, it's so hard to pull that like you have to do it, man. You have to put the truck on it. And this, see how we're chasing it now. We're making sure that it does not get in front of us too much. It doesn't get in front of us too much because we want to go ahead and set rollers at the correct distance. Usually, when you see it kind of bag out, starts bagging out, you put two rollers up there, and that's the other thing. It has to be two rollers. For every time that you think that it needs a roller, uh, the space is long enough, you put two, because that just the memory. If you put one roller up there, it's pinching it too much. The weight is, so you put two rollers to be able to handle that pinch, meaning it's not gonna create an indentation in the coax. That's how sensitive this shit is. Even though it's thick, it's 875, man, but it's still it'll start. It won't go smoothly. All this stuff, you want to make sure your runs are nice and smooth. Because I'm telling you right now, man, the reels that I'm putting up, they're big ass reels. They're like, I want to say they're like 5 feet, 5 inches. Like, they're big ass reels. They're heavy as hell. So when you're out 2,300 feet and you already gone through the corner, like you saw back there, how this guy put up those big ass rollers just to hit that corner. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, you can mess things up, and like, you have to be very careful with this. Like, head on the swivel. Like, me as a guy taking full responsibility for this job, like, it's my trucks, it's my insurance, it's everything. Anything fucking happens, like, it's your ass, boy. So you have to be aware of what's going on. Like, hey, it's the guy on the truck right now. Is he pulling attention? Because if that jig hits the truck, hits that pole, I mean, I'm in Texas, so uh, I've seen hot wires up there dangling with just the copper that's on it, like hot wires, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, so you hit that thing hard enough, I don't know if it's gonna come off, dude. I mean, yeah, maybe the what do you call it? That breaker will come off, and maybe it won't fucking shock the shit out of you, but I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, just keep your head on a swivel. You put the card on there. This is what I do. I'm not advising anybody to do it. I'm trying to show you what I do and how I'm doing it. This is the easiest, fastest way I've seen it done. There's no faster way, I believe, unless you want to try to drive the shit off, which you cannot because it's super sensitive cable. And then the company that I'm doing the work for wanted us to hit that 90. That's an inverted 90 degrees. So what would that be? 90 is a straight L. So this was more like if that's 90, I think it's like 75 degrees. I'm assuming, yeah, 90, because 90 then it would be 100, then it'd be 360. So yeah, it's like a 75 degree right there, because it's inverted. It's like it's pinched in more than a 90. They wanted us to hit that, and I told the guy, I was like, hey, what do you think about this old timer, because he's the one that knows, And he's like, fuck no, bro. He said, you tripping? He's like, nah, bro. He's like, no way. He's like, there's just no way, bro. He's like, no way that's gonna work. Like, it's too much. It's too heavy. The shit's too heavy. Like, no dice. No dice, bro. Like, fuck all that. And yeah, that's what we did. And then right here today was hot as shit, bro. If you know anything about Texas, dog, like, it was hot, bro. Hot. It was 107, 108 on the thing. And then you felt like 110, bro. It was boiling. But, we handle business. But here, further along the video, I'm going to show you the setup that we do. I'm pretty sure I didn't delete this. I'm going to have better videos of this stuff. Me on there. I've had some issues with the camera and stuff like that. I've been just trying to keep up because you already know what it is, But so this is an off leg of 625. You see my little caddy. See my little how I set that up, and that shoots um, at the 90 where he put the rollers where 90, that picks up another cable, and we already sent it. Because when you're getting paid to pull to lash two cables for the same price, hey Bubba, like you better be up there lashing two cables, pulling out two cables at once. But I got more videos coming. This is just like a little, kind of brief, um, you know, thing to show, um, because yeah, I had to fix some stuff real fast so I can get this whole thing in. Yeah, but that's the corner. That's the other setup that I had to do. But yeah, I can't emphasize enough. Um, if you're gonna pull two cables, if you're gonna get paid to lash two cables, like you should pull the two cables at once. You know what I'm saying? Like pull the two cables. That's how we run it. Like you don't want to run one cable and then go and run it. You're doing double the work, double the lash, just all this bullshit. It's harder to do, but I'm gonna be putting up more videos. This is just like a broad overview of like what this is, what it all entails, and like I wanna help out the other homie that's coming up. I'll be explaining the lasher setup. I'll be explaining how to set up your reels at the pole, where to set up, where to cut, where you can't cut. Um, and then after this is another reason why people don't like this Coax stuff, because up there they have to have a special bend, that big ass heavy ass thing right there that I'm fucking grabbing. It's like a 20-pound fucking bending board is what they call it, and I have to bend both cables at once. What these bends do, or what they're called expansion loops, because during the summer, winter, it'll contract and expand because of the cold or the heat. So they have to have that in place so it doesn't damage anything at the connections and so on and so forth. What I am assuming, but also, these bends have to be specifically placed on the correct side of the pole. What that means is when a person is out there fixing, it's an emergency, they have to, without looking at any maps or anything like that, they know where the signal is coming from. So these bends allow you to know where the signal is coming from and where it's going. And so they need to know that. That way they know where they can cut, where they can do, so on and so forth. Because if they see that the signal's lost in one area, then they don't have to go backwards, is what I'm assuming. Like they'll know, like, oh, obviously it can't be that way because the signal's going this way, so on and so forth. It could be at night, all this, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows? I mean, some of these lines could be to the fire department. It could be to the hospitals. I mean, most of the time now they have fiber, but like in this town, dude, like they don't. I don't think they have any fiber up there. Like it's all coax, and like you know what I'm saying. Like so, for guys out there, the line's down. Like you know what I mean. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. They have to have this shit up because you already know what it is. Like emergency lines and all that. Like a bank. You know what I'm saying. Like they gotta be up and running. My camera fell right there, but in any case, I'm gonna make more specific videos about all this stuff, other stuff. I'm gonna have a first-person view. This is, like I said, just a broad overview about everything, about the setups and all like that. But I'll get in more in depth about this because I think this is a very important. It's a trade that's dying. And what am I gonna do? Keep it? Like, what are you gonna do? Compete with me? I mean, the game's is big, man. It's the United States, like though. You know what I mean? Like, so anybody out there that can use this, I mean, I want them to learn this because it's a good trade, dude. It's just dying. And you can make money at this, man. It's just going to be time consuming. It's going to time consuming to learn this and stuff like that. It's been months and I've been learning this, but I got it for, not to toot my horn, but like You know, I'm doing good, man. So I want to pay this forward. They did it to me. I found this guy. Uh, he helped me l- relearn a lot of this stuff because, like I said, I've done it before. When I first got here to Texas, but I learned a specific way. This dude right here, this is his bread and butter. You know what I mean? But I just had the cojones to be like, I'll take it on. You know, because I understood, somewhat. But I'll make more videos. They'll be coming up soon. But God bless. You know what I mean? Questions, concerns, hit me up. You already know. Your boy's right here to give you a hand any way I can. Peace.